don't participate in your own oppression. But that is it, guys. Actually, I have one more headline there for you, and it is I don't actually have it typed up there on the screen. There is one more story. I might have glossed over it, but there was a man jailed after being caught for a second time in possession of the proceeds of crime. It's been told at a Dublin court. This is the case of Aaron Maguire, who's 32, and he had an initial debt of approximately €15,000, and threats had been made against him and against his family also, when he had agreed then to collect money in order to pay off his debt. And he was caught then by the Gardaí when doing this. So again, an individual who, for whatever reason, he had racked up a €15,000 debt. It was actually why he had racked up a €15,000 debt is because he got caught with a load of cannabis and cocaine in the past. And because of that, then he was, the guys he owed the money to were kind of like, come here, you still owe us that money. We don't give a shit that you got caught with it. Like, and you're going to pay it off now by working for us, like. You know, we've got stuff that needs to be collected, and we as the big guys, we don't want to be collecting it. So now you owe us shit, like, so go do our fucking grunt work for us now. And the cops look that they catch him, like, and unfortunately he's going to be locked up for this now for 3 bloody years too, like, you know, 3 bloody years he's getting locked up for. So he was twice caught with the proceeds of crime. So the first time he was caught, as I say, he owed €15,000 because of previously getting caught with drugs in the past. And when he got caught then with the cash money that he was transferred in, the boys just said, come here, you got caught with that cash, boy, you owe us that as well. So they increased his debt to 30 grand. So this is the good work of our cops, like, do you know what I mean? And this individual then was out and about the place because they don't arrest him. Like, it takes you years for your court case to come up in the Irish courts because they're so backlogged and they're so fucking inefficient at actually doing their jobs. And Aaron Maguire got jumped on the streets above there in Dublin. He got a serious assault on himself. This was in July of 2020. And because of that attack then, his mother was in fear of what might happen to her son, and she went away and drew down her pension and paid off his debt. That's very unfortunate that the mother was forced into such a situation, but look, what parent wouldn't do this for their kid when they're in fear of their kid being attacked to a point where maybe their life might be taken. You know, the drug gang or the organised crime gang out there might be kind of like, you know what, look, we got enough of the money back off you there now, and we're just sick of fucking drawing this out. Look, we're just going to tap you. We're just going to give somebody a small bit of money that you gave us, and he's just going to tap you there one of the days. Look, you're going to be collecting your kids there outside of a school above in Dublin or something, and next pop up in the window of the car, drive-by shooting outside of a Dublin school again. Like, that'll be the headline. And they'll be all scratching their heads wondering, oh Jesus, this is terrible, why is this happening? Sure, the Gardaí need to do something about it. Meanwhile, it was actually because of the Gardaí, because of them taking the cannabis off of a person in the first place, putting them into such a predicament now where it gives the organised crime gangs leverage over the individual. Because look, hey, you owe us money, like. And to be fair, like, the ratting them is not very much of an option, because look, the guys, like, if you go in and ratting them, you get caught with the cannabis or whatever you got caught with, and you go and they say, look, you better pay us for that, and you say, fuck you, I'm not paying you for this, I'm not going to rat you, and that should be enough. The boys be, no, we're not going to kill you, and that should be enough. So you better go and owe us that money, get us that money, you know. But because these guys can be quite fucking ruthless, like, you know. So that this is again another example of how prohibition is just making our communities incredibly unsafe. This is an incredible amount of money, again, like, to be owed to people, like, and it's an everyday affair really out there. And this is stuff that's like, it's not going on in back alleys. This is going on in our fucking neighborhoods, in our housing estates. Do you know, these are deals that are being done out next to greens where there's young fellas like, you know, 10, 11, 12 kicking a soccer ball around, enjoying life. And meanwhile, there's 2 cars parked nearby, passing hundreds of thousands of euros, and both cars having people there armed with guns. Is this what we want in Ireland? Like, is this really what we want? I don't think it is, and this is why we need to decriminalise and regulate all drugs. Like, outside of cannabis, all drugs need to be decriminalised and regulated. And I will just say that we should start easily with cannabis. Cannabis is probably one of the easiest ones to regulate. We can have conversations about other drugs, but until we do that, we're always going to have situations where we're going to have these organised crime gangs that are at large running around, and our kids out there playing on the streets, you know, the 10, 12-year-olds playing soccer, or it might be the 6, 7-year-old girls sitting down, you know, playing with their Barbie dolls, you know, playing house outside with their friends. And meanwhile, like, you know, they get caught up in the shit in the streets because we've got a bunch of ignorant politicians who won't do the sensible thing and listen to all of the evidence. All of the evidence out there points to a regulated market being the most sensible way of controlling drugs in our society. It's all of the evidence is pointing to that direction. Prohibition, the only thing prohibition is successful at, is empowering organised crime gangs to make our streets a dangerous fucking place. So that is my piece for the 420 news, guys. A nice one, everybody, for tuning in. And